All right, so hello, Godfrey. Nice to see you.
Hello, Alex. Good to see you.
Good.
Hello there.
Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Best wishes
Thank you.
to you and to your family.
And you too. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, dear friends, I would like to take an interview with Godfrey. Godfrey Demeyer. He is our online teacher of English, and we have been working together for about 4 months, and very nice job so far. Children love him, and we are happy that we have a nice substitution. You know, of course, that our previous teacher, Steven, great guy, he went to China, and he is teaching English in China. And Godfrey, absolutely a great substitution, and I would like to ask him some questions about South Africa. Okay,
Right. Yes. Sure thing. Go ahead.
Probably I would start with culture. It's so interesting. What do we know about South African culture? Practically, I don't know anything. So tell us, what is South African culture about?
All right. So we have, believe it or not, 11 official languages. We have a lot of different cultures. So obviously, each culture has their own traditional language.
Okay.
And we are divided into different cultures, different color, different tribes, and we all scattered across the country in different regions and mixed in regions as well. And our national anthem is even in four different languages. So we call them the four main languages, which are English, obviously, and then Afrikaans, which is also a very popular language as well, followed by Zulu and the Xhosa language. And these are the four languages which sort of complete about, I would say, more than 60% of the population. The others are more indigenous cultures and languages, and they are more inland and in the countryside and in some of the other regions of the country.
Oh, nice. So great to know that you have 4 official languages. Well, unbelievable. Okay, and in this concern, how different is South Africa from other Africa? Because usually what we know that it's hot climates, a lot of fruits, and of course
yes.
Wild nature, great one. But South Africa is different. Which way?
All right. So we are one of the strongest economies on the continent as well.
Good.
We have everything from mining. We export a lot of gold and coal. And we also have a huge, thriving tourism economy as well.
Okay.
Now, the two main parts of the tourism come from the north and the south. And the two places are Cape Town, a very big popular tourist destination from lots of people across the world. And then the opposite end of the spectrum is the wildlife. And we have lots of beautiful national parks where people can come really close up to some animals that they never thought they'd ever really see in their lives.
Okay, excellent. Again, a lot of new information. You said about tourist destinations, which means great holidays. Where can you spend holidays, and what do people do when they are on holidays in South Africa? Probably you can show something on internet.
Yes,
Good.
Absolutely. Let's go to my screen and we can have a look. All right. So one of the most beautiful spots that a lot of people believe is in Cape Town, which is the southernmost city it is actually divided by two of the two oceans. You have the Atlantic Ocean on the left, and we have the Indian Ocean on the right.
Okay.
So what you get is two totally different, let's say, two totally different climate, of course, because you've got the cold sort of Atlantic Ocean on the left side of the city, and then of course on the right side is the warmer Indian Ocean. Now, as you can see, Cape Town is very famous for its beaches. There are some of the most beautiful beaches available in the world.
Okay.
And it also is popular all across the year because the climate is so great. So even though winter is a little quieter than summer, we still have tourists coming because there isn't really any cold weather. It may just rain, but you won't get cold like you do in Europe and in the Northern Hemisphere as well. So that is why it's such a popular destination, Alex. It really is a beautiful part of the world, and people just come here any time of the year. It really is a wonderful place. And the other very popular destination, part of Cape Town as well, is actually the Cape Winelands. Now, in the Cape Winelands, we have some of the most wonderful wines as well. We have some of the most beautiful vistas and countryside. Now, I'm talking about an hour's drive from the city. So all this is about an hour's drive from the city, and beautiful, also very popular.
Okay.
So then the other one I'm talking about, which is a really great destination, is the Kruger National Park, which is in the northern part of the country. I would say the northern eastern part of the country, and here a lot of adventure tourists will come and look at what they call the Big Five. Now, the Big Five is your elephant, your lion, your cheetah, and all this can be seen within a couple of meters from where you are.
Wow.
As you can see, quite amazing as well. And there are lots of these national parks in South Africa as well. Amazing.
Wow. Well, unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Just so amazing. Okay, please go back, not to my picture.
There we go.
Yes, here we go. And you know, when children are listening to you, usually they are so impressed that you are from the different side of the globe. And how do you feel that with a lot of modern gadgets we can collaborate or communicate over the globe? And it's unbelievable because
it is.
Yes, it's a unique chance, and probably you can say something because you teach not only Russian students, you teach students all around the globe. So what do you think about that type of time we live in?
That is absolutely true what you say, Alex. Where we are now in this day and age with all the technology and everything, I mean, there I am sitting in my home teaching a group of Russian students, and it's as if I'm sitting there in the classroom. And it is quite amazing, and I've learned and I've met so many different cultures, so many different people. If I just think of this year back now in the last 8 months of this year, I never would have dreamed that I would have met so many different cultures and so many different people, such amazing stories, such incredible people, and wonderful cultures that I never would have been exposed to if we didn't have this opportunity available to us. So it's quite an achievement.
Okay, good. Absolutely unbelievable answer. So nice you said. And look, so we have that type of opportunity, but what do you think about the other side of the coin? We don't represent any official authorities. We are just people. You are a teacher, I am a teacher, and we don't have any restrictions, I would say, or only some kind of moral restrictions. Of course, we understand what we can talk about, because yes, they are children, but we don't have any pressure from authorities, from school curriculum. How do you feel about that, working absolutely free? Okay, what do you say?
It's great to have that kind of freedom, because
Yes.
you're not just learning more about the classroom, but you're also learning more about different structures and different curriculums at the same time.
Good.
So that's nice, is the sharing of the ideas, etc. It's all forming one really nice collective way of we're still evolving as well. We're still learning every day. There's something new to learn, and that's what's so amazing about it.
All right. So first of all, I wouldn't like to make the interview too long, because of course you have a lot of things to do. Me too, and probably it would be too boring.
No, not at all.
Okay, but I have a lot of questions to you, but probably I would like to have more interview with you if you agree. So probably some final questions. We celebrate New Year in a few hours, and you have already celebrated Christmas. It will be in front of us. But usual questions, when people celebrate something, they sit around the table and eat a lot of delicious food. What do you eat at Christmas Eve, at New Year's Eve? Okay.
Good question. That's a very, very interesting and very good question. So we also have a kind of, we kind of base it on the American style. So we always got turkey, or we have chicken, or there'll always be maybe gammon. You know what gammon is? It's like
not exactly.
It's like a pork for those who eat pork. So there's always a roast,
pork.
Big roast meat on the table with roast potatoes and lots of lovely vegetables and puddings and things like that. However, I want to mention something which is unique to our culture, which everybody across the spectrum does, and it's mainly also because the weather is so good, and especially in the summer, which we have now, is what we call a braai, B-R-A-A-I. Now, braai is the South African version of the barbecue. And everybody takes part in the barbecue as well. So if you're not having an old-fashioned good old Christmas roast, you're outside with your friends. A lot of the younger generation will be outside with their friends, lighting up a fire on the coals, having a lovely barbecue, putting the meat and the steaks and everything on there, and then obviously bringing the food inside and doing it like that. So if you Google braai South Africa, B-R-I-I-A-A-I South Africa, you will see just amazing how popular this tradition is. Absolutely wonderful.
Okay, so once again, I have a lot of questions about education, of course, about economy, probably about fashion, about music, and a lot of other things I would like to discuss. I don't want to do it right now, but you told a lot, and I feel how close you are to nature. It's one amazing thing, because you can do a lot of things in an open air. On the other hand, you keep a lot of traditions and customs, and I wish you have a great New Year party with a lot of food, which you mentioned, a lot of relatives around the table, and I wish you all the best and see you again and again. Thank you for agreeing.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Alex, and all the best for you, for
Thank you.
2020 as well.
Good.
Thank you for all your dedication and your hard work. It's wonderful to have met you. And I really look forward to seeing you in the new year. And best of New Year and best Christmas for you as well.
All right. See you again. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
Alex. Bye. See you.